The live audience at Live with Kelly and Mark had never been so silent. The camera panned to Kelly Ripa, her usual bright and unwavering smile now trembling, as if it were a fragile leaf caught in the wind. The familiar set, her home away from home for 2 decades, felt heavy with an unusual stillness. Fans at home, glued to their screens, leaned in, sensing that something monumental was about to unfold. Kelly's voice quivered as she whispered to Mark, "I'm not coming back." The words hung in the air, shattering hearts nationwide. The studio, usually filled with light-hearted banter and laughter, erupted in stunned murmurs. Mark, who had always been composed, stood frozen, reaching out for her hand. But even that simple gesture couldn't erase the heartbreak on Kelly's face. It was the culmination of something no one had anticipated, the end of an era. The subtle signs leading up to this moment. For months, fans had been picking up on small signs that something was different. Kelly's tone had become softer, more contemplative. There were fleeting glances and moments when she seemed lost in thought during rehearsals, as if she were carrying a weight that was too heavy to bear. While fans had always known Kelly to give her all to the show, it became clear that she had been giving a little less of herself, a little more to her personal life. Those closest to Kelly had noticed the subtle shift unremarkable. One longtime crew member shared, "Lately, we've seen her give more to herself than to the show." While Kelly had always embraced the demands of her career, it was clear that the time had come for her to step back and reassess what truly mattered. The morning of the farewell. The morning of Kelly's farewell began like any other. The usual flurry of activity surrounded the set. Cameras rolling, producers calling out cues, and fans gathering outside, holding up signs of support. Kelly walked onto the stage with her usual energy. Yet there was something different, a quietness about her that Mark noticed immediately. In their pre-show banter, he asked softly, "Are you okay?" Kelly smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. "I'll be fine," she replied, her voice distant. The tension in the air was palpable, and it was only when the cameras started rolling, when the teleprompter flashed live, that Kelly found herself confronting the truth she had kept hidden for months. She had kept this private battle close to her heart, but now there was no turning back, the raw moment of truth. As the show went on, Kelly tried to maintain her usual routine, introducing guests, laughing at jokes, and guiding the conversation with her signature charm. But her eyes kept darting to the camera, as if speaking directly to the viewers at home. Then, without warning, she stopped mid-sentence. The words tumbled out, unfiltered and raw. "I've realized something," Kelly said, her voice trembling. "I've given everything I can to this show. To you all, every single morning. But I need to give the rest of myself to life outside these walls. And I can't do that if I stay here." Tears rolled down her cheeks. And as the studio audience and millions watching at home held their breath, Mark reached for her hand. He squeezed it gently, offering a silent gesture of support, but Kelly's pain was undeniable. With heartbreaking clarity, she repeated, "I'm not coming back." The fans' heartbreak and outpouring of support social media exploded in the seconds after Kelly's announcement. Hashtags like #KellyRipaFarewell, #Heartbroken, and #LiveWithKelly trended worldwide. Fans flooded platforms with messages of disbelief. "I can't believe this. My mornings won't be the same without her," one fan posted. "Kelly, we love you. Please don't go. This feels like losing a family member." Fans shared memes, fan videos, and compilations of Kelly's most iconic moments. For years, she had been more than just a TV host. She had been a companion, a constant presence in the lives of millions. This farewell wasn't just from a beloved figure on television. It was from a friend who had shared her life with the audience, guiding them through joy, sadness, and everything in between. The personal struggles behind the decision, sources close to Kelly revealed that her decision had been months in the making. It wasn't born out of frustration or conflict with the show, but rather from a deep personal reckoning. Kelly had always given everything to her career, but now she wanted to explore new creative avenues. She wants to travel, spend uninterrupted time with her family, maybe focus on projects that are deeply personal, one insider shared. Kelly had long juggled the expectations of her fans, producers, and her own high standards. But now she was seeking the freedom to pursue a life outside of the constant demands of the spotlight. It was about reclaiming her time and making room for the things that mattered most to her: her family, her passions, and her own well-being. Mark's unwavering support. In that emotionally charged moment, Mark stood firmly beside Kelly. His eyes were clouded with sorrow, but his presence was a rock, offering silent support as she made the difficult announcement. While Kelly's decision wasn't easy, Mark had known this day might come. Still, no amount of preparation could truly soften the blow. Kelly, reaching for his hand, said, "This isn't just my decision, it's ours. You've been my partner in everything, Mark. And now, I need your support, more than ever." Mark, fighting the lump in his throat, nodded and whispered, "Always." The two shared a silent embrace, their years of partnership and love compressed into that one powerful moment. The cameras kept rolling, capturing the raw emotion of this pivotal moment in their careers. But for those who watched, it was a moment of deep personal connection and vulnerability. The impact on their fans and the legacy of the show. For viewers who had spent years watching Kelly and Mark share their mornings, the impact of her departure was profound. It wasn't just about losing a television host. It was about losing a piece of their daily lives. Over the years, Kelly had become more than just a personality on TV. She had become a friend, a constant presence that offered both entertainment and comfort. The emotional farewell was a reminder of how deeply we connect with the people we watch on screen. It wasn't just about the show. It was about the bond that had been formed over decades. And as the fans expressed their sadness, they also expressed their gratitude for the years of joy Kelly had brought into their lives. A new chapter for Kelly and Mark. Kelly's farewell marked the end of an era, but it also signaled the beginning of a new chapter for her. She had always been a force in the entertainment world, but now she was stepping away to explore what lay beyond the confines of her career. It was a brave decision, one that took immense courage. Kelly had spent so many years giving to others, but now it was time for her to give to herself, to focus on the things that brought her joy and fulfillment. And though fans were heartbroken, they understood the importance of this decision. It was a reminder to all of us that sometimes we need to step back and prioritize what truly matters in life. Whether that's family, personal growth, or just the space to breathe. A farewell that will be remembered. As Kelly and Mark navigated this new phase of their lives, they left behind a legacy of love, laughter, and resilience. Their partnership had always been more than just a professional one. It had been a deeply personal journey that resonated with so many. And while Kelly's departure from Live with Kelly and Mark marked the end of one chapter, it also paved the way for a new beginning for both of them. The show's legacy will always be intertwined with the joy, authenticity, and vulnerability Kelly brought to it every day. Though she may be stepping away from the spotlight for now, her impact on the hearts of her fans will never fade. The future for Kelly and Mark. As Kelly steps away to pursue new passions, there's no telling where this next chapter will take her. Whether it's exploring personal projects, traveling the world, or simply spending more time with her loved ones, one thing is certain. Kelly Ripa's story is far from over. She may no longer be the daily presence on our screens, but the love and respect she's earned over the years will continue to inspire and resonate with her fans. Meanwhile, Mark remains a steadfast pillar of support, both for Kelly and for their fans, as they all navigate this new journey together. Though the end of one era may bring sadness, it also brings the promise of exciting new beginnings.